Welcome to 21 minutes of One More Minute. This, I'm just like shocked at how far we've made it so far. Like 21 minutes. It's been 21 weeks. And I feel like that's incorrect, but it's right. Yeah, so weird to think about. I hope everyone has had nice holidays. Have been able to spend time with people you love. I returned, sorry, my brain is all over the place. I've returned from spending time with my family. I got back yesterday morning. So I'm now kind of like doing life admin, getting things set up and ready to start work again next week. Yeah, so we're just chilling. Oh, there's a spider that's back at my window. Cute. My mind, I think I'm still jet lagged, which is fun. But yes, I was thinking about how wild it is. We've done 21 weeks. We're almost halfway there because we're going up to 52. And it's wild to me that we've done 21 weeks and I haven't missed a week yet. That's wild. I feel like I approach this project very like chill. It is very low commitment in the sense of I just record a random thing and then post it, and that's like all I do. So it's very low effort. I am thinking about putting more effort in the sense of like figuring out like segments or things to talk about as we're in this longer sections of episodes. It's a lot to carry on as one person, and that's okay. I just think I don't want to feel like it's all over the place. I want to have certain segments I think that could be helpful, but I'm also trying not to, I don't want to make this a not fun thing to do, you know? And sometimes adding on more and more things and restrictions can make it feel not fun for me. It just depends on the vibe. I'm all about vibes. So yeah, no structure today. And that's okay. I had a few things in mind I wanted to talk about. I got this cute little necklace for Christmas that my sister gave me, which is the Wheel tarot card, which is my favorite tarot card. This has been nice. I've been playing with it today. Yes. And what else was I gonna say? But yeah, I'm really happy with where this project is going, and yeah, I'm interested in how the rest of the half is going to go because the episodes are longer. The plan is when I reach 52, that's it. I don't want to. This isn't a project I want to keep on doing. I think this is a nice project to show myself I can do another long-term, year-long project, and do it and have fun with it. And like, yeah, I think that's just a nice thing to do, and it was a fun idea to work out. But I see this as being like a kind of one thing, and not really expanding upon it. But I think it'd also be fun to like look back at these older videos and like just see where we were at, a year ago, which would be wild. But yeah. So yeah, I did a lot of traveling. This past week I flew to the States to see family. I love when I travel internationally, I love watching the films on the screens, and that's just because it has movies that I don't have access to. Because I have limited subscriptions. I don't have unending money to give to subscription services to watch things. So there's a lot of things I don't see right away, for a long time. And so this time on my flight over, I watched a good handful of movies. I think I finished 3 of them. There's a few I like stopped watching because I didn't care. I was like, I don't have time. I've got other films to watch. The first one I watched was The Materialists, which I remember being interested in seeing it, but I never went out to see it when it came out. And then I remember the reviews were very like, and like people were disappointed in it. So I kind of went in watching, knowing people were disappointed in it, so like not to have high expectations. And I honestly love that film. I think about it a lot. like I fully appreciate it. I think the way they marketed it is probably what did its disservice, because it's marketed as a rom-com, and it is that, but the comedy is more, it's kind of like satire is how I view it. It's like it's not like silly bits and gags. It's it's like this reflection of society and how we view dating in like the modern day. And like watching that, I was like, oh, this is like they're saying the craziest things, and I think it's hilarious. But I'm not like laughing out loud, chuckling. I'm just like, that's. I was like, this sounds insane, but that's exactly what's happening. It's really funny to me. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I loved, and I like that, like the the exploration that the main character goes through with her job of matchmaking, and like this thing that happens with one of her clients was not something I expected, and I really appreciated like just the like having that as a topic and exploring that a bit. I just really appreciated it. I was like, I like that was like interesting to me to see explore, and I really liked that there was like a level of depth to her job, and like this incident that can happen was just, I just really enjoyed it. I don't know, I thought it was fantastic. I really liked it, and I'm sorry to those that were disappointed or that it wasn't what you wanted. But I think it's a fantastic film. Like it's just so, it is very like um just this materialistic view of dating that just kind of like has infiltrated our brains, of like who you're looking for, and how do you make it work when like there's all these other external factors imposing themselves on you. How do you know where to go, what to do? I really liked it. Yeah, I would watch it again. Like I just thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah. So I watched that film, pretty good. And then I watched, what did I watch? I skipped that one. What did I to remember? Oh, I watched Friendship with Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson. Um, that was good. I think it's like it's just very Tim Robinson-y. And except the same time I'd recently started watching the Chair? The Chair Company? Or something. I'd seen a few episodes of that before this flight. So I've like combined both of those plot lines in my head, and I don't know what I've seen. It was good. It was silly and in like a spooky way at the same time. Uh yeah, it was okay. I wasn't as, it didn't grasp me as much, but it was good. And then I watched One of Them Days with Kiki Palmer and SZA. um that was so good. That was like a good, just a really great comedy. Like it was so fun and like insane in such a good way. I really loved that one. That was really really fun. Like great like twists and turns, just very silly things that were happening. I thought it was fantastic. I really liked that one too. So I highly recommend that one. And I think that's all I got to in my film watching. Yeah, and that's because I was sat I was sat next to a newly engaged couple that were arguing for the entire 8-hour flight. That was rough. More rough on them. Um it was, I went in, I sat down, and I was highly concerned for a bit. I was like, I feel like this is not okay. And then as the trip just continued on, I was like, okay, this is wild. I was like, this is rough. It's rough to be having an argument on a plane and for the ride to be 8 hours. And there was like a brief moment where they had made up and everything was fine and calmed down. They were good. And I went, oh, that's awesome. Great. I'm really happy for them. And then, and then one thing was said and it just kicked it off again. And I was like, this is a mess. Yeah, it's rough. I wish them all the best. Yeah, and then on the flight back home, it was a nighttime flight, so I needed to sleep, and that's really hard for me. I can sleep anywhere, but it's hard for me when I know that there are films that I could be watching that I won't have access to anywhere else. But I was really good. I did not turn on my screen. However, I was struggling to fall asleep, and the woman in front of me, who was like diagonally in front of me, she was watching Little Women, and I hadn't seen that film in a while since it first came out. So I spent the time just kind of looking between the gap of the seats, watching the film and reading the subtitles the whole time. And I would like try to sleep a little bit, then open my eyes and see where we're at again. But I basically watched almost the whole film. But that's okay. I'm not counting that because I wasn't. I didn't put it on. Yeah, that's been fun. It was good. And then over the holidays, I'd shown my parents Barry, and we got through the first 2 seasons. I think I've seen the 3rd season and not the 4th one, and now I gotta figure out how to watch those ones. But that was really fun to watch again because I was like, it's really good. And then my dad showed us the first season of Man on the Inside with Ted Danson, which is pretty good, not too bad. That's really it. I'm trying at the moment to sell some furniture, prepping for a move that is still undetermined, undecided, but that's okay. Just kind of, I'm trying to like organize and start like getting rid of things, donating things, and selling things. So I really would love for when I move just to have like the smoothest move. Because I find every time I move, I pack like the day before, like a full living space. I pack the day before, and then in the morning, I'm like, oh, I need more things. Like, I need more like boxes and bags to put things in, and then I'm stressing like packing and stuff while the movers come. So I'm trying to avoid that this time and just have everything nice and compact. We will see. I'm just trying to make sure everything will fit in one moving van. That's the goal. And it's really is undetermined yet if I'll succeed that, but I'm gonna have to. I don't have a choice. Yeah, so that's good. And then I've been doing a lot of drawing over break, which is nice. I got a tiny sketchbook so I can carry that with me when I travel places. So I'm gonna do more drawing. And I think I'm getting a lot better at looking at faces, looking at a cartoon of some sort and being able to recreate that pretty decently. So I'm really happy with that. I think I'm not as good at like realistic images, or I was trying to copy one of my D&D characters that I had created on Hero Forge, and I was trying to copy the same, like the design, and that one I struggled with. But I'm finding when I'm drawing now, I'm interested in being able to like think of like coming up with like a made up character, made up image in my head and drawing that. And that to me just seems, I don't know how you do that, because I feel like you have to know like the different head shapes and the angles and the eyes and like the pose of it, I don't know how to do that. I'm just kind of learning, but I'm taking it in as I'm like drawing what I'm looking at. But we'll get there. I think it's like I want this to be a fun exploration and building my skills, and so there's part of me that like wants to research it and like learn in an intense way, but I also know that sometimes when I do that, it like ruins the fun out of it. So I'm just trying to like make sure it stays fun, and maybe at some point I'll look up how to do that and how other people do it. But I don't want to be bombarded with like a bunch of tutorials and videos and then feel overwhelmed and uninterested anymore. So we're figuring that out and how I best work with that. But I choose to follow my curiosity and whatever that interest is, and we'll figure it out as we go. That works best for me. What else is going on? My nose is itchy. I will be beginning my Dragon Age streams. We'll be playing Dragon Age Origins. We'll be playing Leliana's Song, the Dragon Age Origin DLC first, starting next week on my Twitch channel, which you can find. It is Done Trash, DONETRASH. That's my Twitch channel. I stream every Tuesday for the most part, and hopefully I'll be able to start streaming a bit more frequently as well. but I'm excited to get that going. I still have to react to the next Dragon Age video and do the music video filming for another video, but that's what I have this week to do. So that next week I can start streaming that and start regularly streaming Dragon Age as long as everything works properly, which I'm really excited about, because I've tried Twitch streaming the Dragon Age games before and I would have issues with crashes or with my internet, and so I'm really hoping that this round I can like really do it and actually play through all of it, because I've never really made it that far before my previous streams. So the hope is that I'll really get far. And I'm really looking forward to that. I think that will be a lot of fun. Yeah. And what else? What else? We're gonna be, I mean, the new year is coming in a few days. I don't have any like New Year's Eve plans, but I'll probably like watch some films. That sounds fun. And then initiating my New Year's goals. So starting to play the piano once a week and looking at voiceover auditions. I think those are the big ones. And then my other two are just, what was it, saving money, and I forgot what the other one was. That's okay. We'll let it be a surprise. I don't remember what it is. Oh, the cookbook, my food Bible. That'll be great too. That'll actually be really nice. Yes. Cool. Well, that's exciting. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. I appreciate those that are still watching, you know. thanks for watching these and like hanging out with me. It's a lot of just a lot of yapping. And I think my original challenge with this was to like work on speaking out my thoughts and like just sharing, just like kind of getting a push of like sharing things on the internet again. Not like just like posting things on the internet, because I think there's a lot of, I think I've felt a lot of like resistance about it, because I think posting on the internet can be like, sometimes it can be seen as like, it can seem as dumb or annoying, but I think there's also like benefits to posting on the internet. Like I find such great art on the internet and like things that do inspire me as a creative person on the internet, and so like this is just it's a practice of like taking up space, you know. There's so many people, like we have the internet and so many people take up space on the internet. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and why not throw ourselves into that as well, you know? This is what we're working with at the moment, and I think that's great. Yeah, it's very fun. Yeah. But I hope everyone has a nice New Year, the New Year's Eve celebration. You can let me know what your New Year's Eve goals are. I would love to know. I love to see what people's goals are. Yeah, I'm hoping to like, once I move, I'm really hoping to be able to establish more of a community in person and just like, yeah, go out, adventure, do things, and just start like finding my people. That would be really nice. And we're just chilling. I'm excited to like decorate a new living space and kind of build on that and just make it, I want to turn it into like a witch hut, you know. I just want it to be like cozy but cool, and just be a place that I'm excited to be in, which I'm pretty good at. I feel like since being in college I really mastered like making my space my own in a really fun way. So yeah, we'll be doing that. I'm debating doing a tarot reading for the new year. I do one for my birthdays, I think. I was trying to find it before and it wouldn't load, but I'm pretty sure I've done tarot readings for my birthdays, because that's kind of how I view my years, as more by age than the new year. But I've done New Year's readings in the past as well, which have been fun. So I'll probably be doing that this week as well. Yeah, I'm hoping the furniture I want to sell sells. I've been selling these weights that everyone's interested in, and I'm like, okay, what about a bookcase and a desk? How about that? Does that entice you? So that's just chilling, waiting to donate some things. I gotta drop those off at some point. Then I'm trying to think of like going to the gym this week because I have this week off. Kind of going during the daytime could be nice to get back in the swing of things. Um, yeah, really just like resetting. It's like I feel very motivated to get things done and to do things, but there's also like no rush. Like it's not like a panicked. It's not coming from a place of panic. It's not coming from this place of like deadlines and cutoffs. It's just very like let's just ease ourselves into doing the things we enjoy, and we'll see where it goes from there. And that's life. And we're almost done. I say this every episode, but hopefully I'll have segments or plans a bit more with later episodes, but I'm not going to promise anything. Have a great week.